at high risk of contracting Ebola.
9 suspects linked to the Utumishi Academy fire incident that left 16 students dead are set to know the fate of their bail application today, as Naivasha Chief Magistrate Abdul Qadir Ramadan will today afternoon make a ruling on whether to release the suspects on cash bail or grant the prosecution a 30-day extension. The prosecution had earlier sought a 30-day extension to detain the suspects and conclude investigations. Despite receiving a nod from the victim's legal counsel, the application was rejected by the respondent's legal counsel, who cited the reasons to detain the suspects as minimal. Let's now link up with our reporter Ken Gashui via phone link. Good afternoon to you. Gashui, intrigues emerging from the court cases today, and we expect that decision to be made a little bit later. What's the latest?
Well, indeed, parents and students already arrived within the court precincts at the moment, and we are waiting for the magistrate. The chief magistrate will be arriving here will be resuming court at around 2 p.m. when he's expected to deliver his ruling on the application by the DCI that they were seeking to hold the students for further 30 days for them that they can conclude the investigation. And among the issues that they were raising was that the students are facing serious offenses or serious charges in court, and the charges that are likely to be preferred against them include the murder of 16 students who perished in the dormitory fire, and also the arson charges, that is the burning of the dormitory. These are very serious offenses, which means that the court has to make sure that they strike a balance and based on the issue of how serious the offenses are, and also ensure that they don't infringe on the rights of the children, because according to the lawyers, according to the prosecution, they were arguing based on the Children's Act and also based on other legal provisions, including Article 53F of the Constitution, which kind of protect children who are in conflict with the law. And in this case, they were seeking to have these children detained just because of the veracity of the charges they are likely to face after the investigation has been concluded. But at the same time, we had the lawyers of these children opposing the detention, saying that it is against the rights of the children to detain the children for such a long period, especially when they have not been charged officially. And they were describing this as pre-trial detention of minors without being charged. And this, according to the lawyers of these children, these students, is that these are no compelling reasons where the prosecution had validated why they should be they should continue holding them, because according to the defense lawyers, is that the students have no capacity of interfering with investigations, because the investigations have been conducted by very senior government officials, and these are just minors who are involved in this case. And also the defense lawyers were also arguing that if it is the case of the witnesses being interfered with, they were arguing that the witnesses who might be the students who have already been allowed to go back to their homes, they cannot come into contact with these students who are already in custody, because they are students who are spread across the country. They are not in just one location, and that is because the school was actually indefinitely closed. And also the other reason that the prosecution was advancing was that they were fearing that if the students were released on bail, they might be attacked by members of the public because of after the release of the CCTV footage showing how these students actually started the fire in the dormitory, and therefore the members of the public might be very furious with the respondents in this case, who are these students.
Yes.
And that means...
yes, Kashuhi. Thank you. We shall be touching base with you a little bit later to find out exactly where we are with regard to the decision that is to come.